Good morning. I thought it was going to maybe be nice out because I opened up my bedroom window this morning and I just immediately heard birds chirping, but then I stepped outside and it was cold, which makes sense. It's supposed to snow this morning. A little bagel and a little Netflix before my dance class. I am home from dance class. It was very overstimulating for me today. Maybe I'll speak more on it later. It's a whole thing. So I'm kind of like in a weird mood, but I'm going to change and go pick up Zack, and then we're gonna go somewhere to eat and then do something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll start one when you sit down of like
Hello. It won't come out of the straw.
You're just gonna have to suck harder.
Let me pop the cherry first.
Mix.
it makes Ryan laugh.
Why is everything so beautiful?
Because it's all nature.
That's true. I just got home. It's 5:45 almost. Basically, Zach and I went to a restaurant. Really long wait. Went to a different restaurant, cute little diner. Loved it. And then we kind of bebopped around to some furniture stores and antique stores. And the last one we were in went on forever. Like, I swear, every time I thought it was done, it was never done. It was insane. So that was amazing. We'll go back there in the future because loved it. I got groceries. I'm going to put them away now. And meal prep because I want to meal prep tonight instead of tomorrow. And I have to clean. And I have to edit. Oh my God. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. Let's just see what's going on. This is my grocery haul. I'm trying something new for meal prep and it's freaking me out a little bit, but we're gonna give it a go. The sunlight is out. How nice. Okay, let's see what this is like. I put everything in raw and I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like that's a lot more liquid than there should be. Which concerns me a little bit, to be honest. Okay, the chicken looks like it's cooked. The rice actually looks like it's done, but I got a little bit, so let's test it. The rice is not done. I'm gonna put that back in there. I mean, like, the rice is obviously a little bit done, because otherwise it wouldn't be like that, but it doesn't feel like it's like anything. Wow. The chicken, like the flavor though, 10 out of 10. All right, this is more what I was expecting it to look like. The rice still isn't completely done. So, oops-a-daisy, but at least it's better. This is better. I'll be so for real. I did not use the rice that the recipe called for. I didn't know it called for a specific rice until I read it, and then it was a specific rice. So that could be it. But the recipe said to put this in for 40 minutes. This bitch has been in here for probably an hour and 20 minutes. Like, at least double what the recipe said to do. For sure. So, I don't know. But it does taste good, so it's a win. So last night, as I was laying in bed, I thought I heard... It's kind of cold. I thought I heard the sounds of somebody in my apartment. So I turned on my lights. But let me show you. I turned on my living room lights to be like, aha! There is a person here. But this one... I made it go all flashy. I've been working on community theater stuff for probably like an hour at least now. There's a lot of stuff happening. One, there's like a fundraising camp. Where's the other one? Sorry, I got these yesterday, and I just realized only 2 are here. There was 3. The other one is hopefully still in my car. I'll be sad if it's not. Anyway, I've been working on stuff. It's very cold in here. Oh my God, Abby, get it together. Working on stuff for the theater for like no wonder it's cold in here. It's 69 degrees right now. I have been working on stuff for the theater for a little over an hour. There's a lot going on. There's a fundraiser where we're trying to get money. Oh, she cute. There is a kids show opening this week, and we had to pick a new show because the show they were going to do for the summer is Mamma Mia, and it's going back on Broadway, so that removes the rights from people, which is crazy. So there's a lot going on that I had to just prep. I had to make the graphic for the announcement for the new show because that's obviously new. I hadn't done that yet. I had to post today about the fundraiser, and I hate writing captions. I hate it. So I spent way too long working on that caption, or just enough time. I don't know. Who can say? And then with the kids show, I'm releasing like a meet the cast of 5 of the castmates each day this week. That's a lot of brain power to use throughout the week. So I was trying to schedule as much as I can, but Instagram, I don't know why. When you schedule on Instagram, it won't let it schedule to Facebook as well, but that stuff needs to go to Facebook as well. So then I created a co-schedule account, which we use at work sometimes because you can schedule on there, but then the co-schedule wouldn't let me add both the Facebook and the Instagram to the free version, which is so wild because at work we have both the Facebook and the Instagram and the free version. So I don't really understand what that's about, but it's fine. So I still had to schedule it on Instagram, but then I went onto co-schedule and scheduled it through Facebook on there. This is such a gorgeous shot. Can we just with this light? All that to say, that took such a long time. But it's fine. I did not schedule the announcement post because I was worried about scheduling that. I don't like scheduling. I've never had an issue where I've tried to schedule something and then it's posted early, but I don't want to schedule that just in case. So I'll just do that on Tuesday. Also, you would think that somebody who loves social media and like has chosen social media and marketing for their job would like to be on their phone and doing things. I hate being on my phone and doing things. Anytime I can do something on the computer, I will do it on the computer. Hands down. So also scheduling and doing all that nonsense and posting and being on my phone was, what accent was that? Was annoying. This is just so pretty. I need to switch my laundry. Okay, I think my kitchen is ready to take pictures of, basically. Looks as nice as it's gonna look. Pictures and video of the kitchen have been taken. Huzzah! Now what I'm going to do, I was debating on this, but this is what I'm going to do. I am going to start the oven, put in a pizza. I got a nice frozen pizza that I was going to eat yesterday, but then I wasn't hungry. And while that cooks, I'm going to try and quick clean the bathroom and take pictures in there. I don't need to clean like the shower and the tub. I'm going to close my curtains for that, but now is as good as time as any. I don't like being in there because there's no windows, so I'm like, there is sunshine and light. I should be where the windows are, but you know, you win some, you lose some. See, quick clean. Now I can take photos. See, the quick clean and the pictures and video are already all done, and my pizza is not even done yet. So it literally, I've been putting that off since last weekend, clearly, because I don't need the sun to take pictures of the bathroom because there is no sun. So it took me little to no time. Something that I think is kind of funny, I've started listening to the graphic audio of Iron Flame. And I'm 3.5 hours into it, and I haven't even hit where I've been in the book yet because I just started listening from the top because I was like, might as well. And like when I was reading, I'm 116 pages in, and I'm 3.5 hours into the audiobook, and I'm not even there yet, which is wild. I think it's so wild when the outside does this on my wall. How interesting. Came to sit in bed to read. Hi, me, because the sun is so nice coming in. But now I just want to lay in bed, and that's a problem. Hi, my brain is kind of broken because I haven't left the house all day, which I know happens. I'm going to rehearsal later tonight in like an hour and a half. So I don't need to worry about that right now, but I need to do something. So we're going to make double chocolate chip muffins. for breakfast because I wanted to and I forgot until like now. So we're just gonna do that. Muffins gonna go in the oven. Ta-da! See how easy peasy. And now I have a different kind of breakfast for the week. Healthy? No. But no one ever said anything about healthy. I took my Polaroid and took pictures of my apartment. How cute. You can't really see it all that well, but I like with the sun and because of my purple blanket, it makes that whole wall look like purpley pinky. And I really like it. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu. The other one of these was in my car. As a follow-up to my Iron Flame information, I am 4 hours into the audiobook and I finally got to the place where I read to, which is page 117. Hi, quick little insert here. I am about to talk about the differences between the Iron Flame graphic audio and the Iron Flame physical book. And then I realized it's kind of spoilery for Fourth Ring. So if you don't want to be Fourth Ring spoiled, maybe skip ahead. I have to leave for work, but I was just listening to it while reading it, and it is funny how much it leaves out. The graphic audio leaves stuff out, and somebody looked it up, and they were like, it's mostly like he said, she did, like, etc. But this is what it just went to. So the graphic audio was just Zayden being like, that's what I thought. You still don't trust me, and that's all right. I told you I'm not in this for a battle. But the words are, that's what I thought. He sighs, but it's not defeat tightening his mouth. It's frustration. You still don't trust me, and that's all right. So it even has like descriptions that it's like not putting in there because it's a graphic audio. It's got a full cast and like sound effects. Which sound effects? But I don't know. I feel like something like that is important. Even like earlier on the page, sorry, this is like a spicy spot. The graphic audio went, then don't stop. We can keep it to nothing but sex. But the book is, then don't stop. I look him in the eyes so he knows I mean it. We can keep it to nothing but sex. I don't know. I feel like that's leaving important stuff out. Hello, I'm home from work. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I wore green today because obviously I'm not trying to get pinched. You crazies. I just ordered 2 bras online. I need new bras. I didn't talk about Saturday, the dance class, but I wore a different bra situation than I did the first time because, as I mentioned, it was not great. So I wore a different bra situation. I think it was worse. So immediately we do jumping jacks and I'm just going all over the place, which does not do anything for me like mentally, but also my chest is like a very touchy subject with me in general, so that just like really put me in a brain. So I was hoping that Pop Flex would get the super bra back in stock, but it's not in stock still, so I can't order that still. So I ordered a She Fit bra, and then I also ordered a bra from somewhere else. Kindred Bravely or something like that. I don't know. I think they do like normal bras and maternity bras, which is very interesting. I saw it on a list. We'll see how it goes. One of my biggest barriers to movement is my chest because it's just so apparent and so evident, and she can't be contained. And times when she has been contained, we get a terrible headache, which is also not a good situation. I'm very tired, so I might make coffee, I think. Hi. So I'm bad, obviously home from rehearsal. I'm so tired. And I'm still having that like random nausea feeling, like every now and then. Like it's, I don't know. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, cause I'm literally thinking about calling the doctor, but I don't know what am I gonna do? I randomly feel nauseous. Are you doing things different? Are you eating different? No, I'm eating the same. I'm maybe being slightly more active, but not really. Like, what am I doing? Nothing. I'm doing nothing. So what are they gonna do? Like, I don't know. Tonight at rehearsal, I wanted to tell you, I got a new costume. I didn't have my phone with me when I went to go try it on. I was caught unawares, and I didn't know what was happening. Like, I thought he was gonna give me, like, shoes to try on, because I asked if I could wear boots. So I thought he was gonna give me shoes to try on, quite honestly. And then he was like, I want to try a new costume for you, something that feels more villager-esque. And I was like, because, like, I showed you my costume in a couple of vlogs ago, and I didn't hate it, but I didn't necessarily like it. But it was like fine. So you do what you gotta do. You live with what you live with. But this new one is amazing. I can't wait to show it to you. It's definitely more Renaissance-esque, like Renaissance Festival-esque. Whereas like that like shiny teal one was, you know, the period, but it wasn't my character, you know? This is gonna be so good. I have a pink skirt. It's pink and I love it. And then there's like a floofy sleeve, like pirate-esque shirt, which is great. And then like a very like short puff sleeve vest almost thing that laces in the front. So I am so stoked about that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I cannot wait to show it to you because I'm very excited about it. Now I need to figure out what boots to wear because I asked if I could wear boots and I was like, any specific, and I was like, oh, I emailed you the other day like about wearing boots. And he was like, oh yeah, wear whatever. And I was like, is there a specific kind of boot? So he didn't have boots for me to try. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do about the boot situation. I might have boots that can work. I don't know. I might have to go to Goodwill. So anyway, I'm going to go to bed now. Peace. I slept through my alarms. So I didn't wake up until 7:30. And I was like, oh. I was like, wait, why is it light out? Why am I just like nonchalantly waking up? So now it's 8 o'clock, but I'm ready. I'm going to go into work. So I had to do a Target pickup order to get something for work. So I did an extra little thing. Get out of the bag. How fucking beautiful. Oh my God.
How can you say that? How can you say that? Don't be a penis, the man is a genius.
Home from rehearsal. I should go straight to bed, especially since I slept through my alarms this morning. But I'm hungry. I just want some food. I got clips at rehearsal tonight. We were doing our Sitzprobe, which is when the actors sing with the pit for the first time. So that was fun. Hi, don't mind me. I was just getting ready for bed, but I want to tell you where I'm at in Iron Flame. I also wanted to film today because I almost just forgot. Like I said, when I got home, I read a little bit of that. I had a snack, maybe? What did I have? Oh, some coffee and some cookies. Because that's just what I eat. And then I made mac and cheese and just went to rehearsal. Everything is rehearsal right now. Welcome to the Renaissance. That might be what this video is called. The headband's still on. I honestly like how I look with it. I don't know. I just do sometimes. What was I gonna say? Fuck. Oh, tonight at rehearsal. We were getting towards the end and it felt like people were stressing out. Like they felt like there was tension. And then some people were talking over other people. So then with my hands, this is like the last like 5 minutes of rehearsal. So I'm like very overstimulated, and I'm just like doing this like with my hands, because I do that when I get overstimulated. I do that, like it's like trying to like get away, like in my brain it's like, oh, things are happening here, I'm trying to like shoo them away. Like that's what it feels like. Or like I'll do it like right here, or like tap my face. Anyway, I do that when I get really overstimulated, a lot of which happens when people are talking and other people are talking and it's clashing and it's not supposed to be happening. So I was doing that. I was sitting next to Marianne, and then Ginny was in front of me, and Ginny turned around, and normally, but this is like a scene where we like ad-lib to each other quietly. And Ginny turns around and she's like, "What are you doing?" And she was trying to figure out if I was doing something in character, like if it was a new character, because I think she was like, "What are you doing? Like, is this your character?" or something like that. And I was just like so overstimulated, I didn't know words, and I just went, "Autism." She was like, "What are you doing?" And I went, "Autism." I identify as autistic. And I'm self-diagnosed, which I don't know. I know many people don't have a problem with it. I've got this like internalized issue, because anybody else can do it, I can't do it. And I said that to my therapist when I had a therapist, and she like opened up the DSM-5 to autism, had me read it, and was like, are those you? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, there you go. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. But I don't say it often, but I want to, because I want people to know, because it would be really helpful if I could get like, you know, some assistance in some areas. Anywho, I was so overwhelmed. I didn't know what I couldn't think of the word overstimulated. I couldn't think of any words except for autism. And so I went up to her after hours. I was like, "I'm so sorry. I just couldn't think of anything." And she's like, "No, like, I'm sorry. I should have I'm sorry I didn't like catch that." And I was like, no, like, it's totally fine. She's like, "I just thought you were maybe doing something different with your character. It's a different character choice." Because like throughout the whole thing, I'm like playing with my hair. Like that's a character choice for me. I'm like, Shakespeare. So yeah, that's a little tidbit from rehearsal tonight. Fun facts. I'm gonna go to bed. On another note, it is so crazy how so many things in my life that I would have classified like as anxiety or been like, oh, I'm anxious, etc., can be described by just being autistic. Like that would have been me being like, I'm so anxious right now, like blah, blah, blah. I'm just very overstimulated. Also, it's like people are talking and then other people are talking, and at least one of those groups of people is not supposed to be talking. So it's like the rules are being broken, and I also don't like being in trouble. And even if I'm not the one talking, people are talking and two things are happening. So the rules are being broken, and it could cause trouble, like being in trouble. And when people are, and like, just when people are like, hey, like, you know, when people not yell, but, you know, are like, don't do that, stop, can we have quiet, like, etc., like being in trouble, it's like in trouble, like, it's just the vibe. It's the vibe. We're in trouble. I might not have said a whole word the entire night. We are in trouble. So yeah, it's just kind of crazy, especially like looking back. And even tonight, I said this to Marianne, and I just had this realization, like maybe even tonight, if not like just a couple nights ago. Or I said to her, I was like, you know, I used to think the more I knew people, the weirder I would get. But really what I think that is the better I know people, the more I unmask. Which is so true. It's not that I get weirder or that, well, I mean, I do feel comfortable being weirder around you the closer I get to you. But that's not just to be weird. It's like, stims. Like, I'm just stimming. The world opens up when you realize things about yourself, I swear.
I don't know whose phone is ringing, but I'm not mad about it.
So I had basically decided that I wasn't going to be able to go to Scotland this year. That was the thing I wanted to do. And then this morning I woke up and I was like literally like awaking from slumber. And I was like, you know what? I think I can make Scotland work this year. I don't know what the correct answer is, but I do need to figure it out. Because if I'm going to make it work, I really need to make it work. You know what I mean? So... Also, though, this morning, I felt like I was going to be sick, and I have been having random nausea for like a month now, and I don't understand it. It's really annoying me, but that's fine. It's not fine, so today I've been like, not like doing so hot, just because I think partially having some random nausea, but then also being anxious that I'm sick has just been so great for me today. So I don't know what I'm going to do right now. Either look at Scotland stuff or just like sit here and do nothing. I don't know. I've got rehearsal in an hour and a half. Okay, I'll be so for real. Even accounting, like what did I do? I accounted 200 for souvenirs, 400 for miscellaneous, and 300 for prep. Because I know there's like, different like outlets. I need to update my passport, etc. Even with all of that, it's under 4,000. I'll show you. So this is what I'm looking at. And maybe I'm insane. Like I'm thinking I might be insane for lodging. Like this is straight from their website, kind of. Like if they book lodging this is a tour that I might take with a company. They say $85 to like $115. Not pounds. I did the calculations. A night for the 4 nights of lodging. So I did that, and then when I calculated it as 500, of course. These are like entries into these places, again, in American dollars. The flights are actually under $1,000, but again, overestimating. Food for all 7 days, 500. That's like if I spend around $60 a day in food, which again, might be underestimating. This is why we have the MISC category. Lodging, 400 for 2 days in Edinburgh, maybe a little bit more, but listen, my goal was $4,000 saved, and I was like, I don't know if I can hit that. I think I can can I show you? Yeah. So this is what I'm thinking as far as saving goes, because normally I put $400 away every month. Okay, there's that. I get $250 for my job at the theater every month. Okay. Here's where I'm at right now, but I haven't gotten my check for February or March from the theater. That'll go there, etc. As you can see, for May, I kept out the 400 since I'm moving that month. And by golly, can I do this? I think I can do it. I immediately started to feel anxiety. Like as soon as it was real, I was like, oh, I can't. Like I was getting ready to email the tour company to ask a couple of questions. And I was like, oh, I wonder what their like refund policy is if I need to cancel. Immediately, as soon as I started to think it was real, I was like, I wonder what happens if I need to cancel. We don't need to cancel. Might I remind you, we went to Asheville and we went to Boston. Went to Boston by ourselves. We rode the fucking train. We walked the busy streets of Boston. I can go on a week-long visit to Scotland, 5 of which the days would be with a professional tour company taking me where I want to go. I could do that. I did Boston. I need to take a break now and eat some food because it is 5:30 almost, and then I'm going to eat soup and then I'm going to go to rehearsal. That also doesn't include any work I do at the theater between now and then. That could change the game too. I don't make a lot from the theater. I work for 2 theaters. I never know what to say. The community theater is like the marketing job. The theater is the front of house job, just as a general rule, all right? So those calculations don't include the theater at all. Ooh. The school is so bougie. Look at this nonsense. These glass windows. It's insane. I'm home from rehearsal. I didn't have a snack or anything or watch anything after. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. It's 10:15. I'm also sucked into Iron Flame right now. Spoilers, skip to the next day because this will be the last clip. So skip to the next day if you don't want to know where I'm at in Iron Flame. I'm probably roughly halfway through. Zayden and Dane just saved Violet from Major Varish, and her mom is there and is like, bitch, I will protect you no matter what. You can go, but I just want to say goodbye. What the fuck is happening? I just had probably one of the best Goodwill runs of my life, especially when it comes to books, and I cannot wait to show you. This is how many books I got. They gave me a whole ass bag. So a lot of the times when I go to Goodwill, I'm looking for books that I've read before, or books that I want, books that I think will be at Goodwill, i.e. when I'm looking for the Pretty Little Liars books. I think those will be there. Or when I was looking for band books, I was like, some of these might be here. Some of them were. I went to this Goodwill because I need shoes to wear for the show. I didn't find any. So I'm going to have to go to more Goodwills tomorrow, which I'm stoked after this. They also had so much furniture, but nothing that made 100% sense for me. So I didn't get any of that. My kitchen light is still on. But the books, these are books not ones that I've read and I'm trying to reminisce and own. These are books that I want to buy. This is kind of insane. I've never had such a good book haul. Okay, let me show you. So some of them are books that are on my list to read, and some are just books that I picked up and I was like, this looks like something I would buy. So just so we know. A Rogue of One's Own. I know nothing about this book. I have never seen this book, but it looks like a book that I would want to read. Forever Interrupted by Taylor Jenkins Reid. As we know, I'm buying Taylor Jenkins Reid books right now. Oh my God. Now this one, Scotland. Here's the thing. The past 2 days, I've been like, wait, can I actually do Scotland? I took this as a sign, so I bought it. The Song of Achilles. I used to own this book, and then I gave it to Zack to give when we did the book party thing at the book club. So I bought a new copy. That was also the first book I saw, and I was like, oh, this is good. I didn't think it was going to get better after that. Yours Truly by Abbie Jimenez. Now, listen, this is a hardcover book, and it's a Book of the Month book. Is that necessarily what I want? No. But I said Abbie Jimenez at a Goodwill, I must get it. I was in the hardcover looking for Hunger Games and Fourth Wing, but that's okay. The Night Circus. Now, this is a book that I used to own and that I borrowed to somebody, and they never returned it. So this is a book that I've read, used to own, and want a copy of. So that, but look at how nice that condition is. This is a brand new book, I swear. The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. Again, a book that I've wanted to read. Little Bee by Chris Cleave. I have no idea what this is. The cover was it was on the shelf like this. And I was like, oh, that looks so pretty. The back is we can't tell you what happens, but here's a little story. I don't know. It seemed very intriguing. And finally, One Day in December, which funnily enough, I actually started reading this as an audiobook over Christmas, but it wasn't Christmassy, it was just wintry, so I stopped. And I was like, what the heck? Just kidding, I take that back. I did not start reading this book. I started reading a different one, but by the same author. So that's that. And that's my book haul. That's insane. I'm honestly so shook by that, but that's not all I purchased. Gold frame. I cannot find frames anywhere. Gold frame. Another gold frame. Wow. I really want to update my gallery wall when I move, and this is more the vibe I'm going for. This frame is a little big, but I thought maybe something that I already own could fit in that frame, so we'll see. I am so excited. And then I got a bra package. This was not from Goodwill. I purchased that with my own big money, and it's big money. It's sports bras from SheFit. I'm gonna do the nose thing, and then we're gonna try it. Well, I also might film a TikTok about those books first, and then maybe we'll try it. This bra looks huge, but it's the size it told me to get. Okay, so I've got it on. It is tight here. Well, I think it's as tight as I want it. I don't know. But when I do that, like, in order for my chest to not be, like, with the underband, which, like, it's not, like, the underband is supposed to be flat against your body. Your chest is not supposed to be with the underband. But you can see the spillage that is happening. Isn't it funny how right before this I was like, oh my God, that looks so big. And now I'm like, is it? I don't know. So I got a free low impact one as well with purchase. And this too, I'm like popping out of. Ugh. I just tried to do some reading, not of any of the books I bought earlier, but of Scott and Bothered by Alexandra Kiley. And I'm just like too tired or too like wobbled to like read. I was not having it. It's 9:52. I just finished season 3 of Traders UK. It was amazing. I think I need a Traders break. I've obviously watched all 3 seasons of Traders UK and all 3 seasons of Traders US. So you're like, obviously you'll take a break, Abbie. There's no more Traders. You would be wrong, good sir. There is Traders Australia. I think I'm tradered out. I'm debating on if I'm going to go to bed, honestly. I'm so tired and I haven't gotten a lot of sleep, so I probably should. And like, I've got the dance class in the morning, so it's not like I can sleep in. But it's a Friday. I'm in bed and completely forgot to end the vlog. It's like 10:30, by the way, so I stayed up a little bit. This week, we went out with Zack on Saturday. That was fun. Milkshakes, food, antique stores, love. Then we had rehearsal all week. I think I might be going to Scotland. I don't know. It's such a big decision. How am I supposed to make big decisions? And how am I supposed to make big decisions without knowing all of the information? Like, I can't 100% know 100% what everything is going to cost, you know? So it's like, how can I 100% know that I will have the funds to do it? And I guess like other people might plan trips with like funds they already have. Whereas I'm like, I could have this money by this date. Ergo, I can or could go to Scotland. But how do I know for sure? I went to Goodwill today, got a ton of books. That's been my week. I'm pretty sure that's the majority of stuff that's happened. I never remember what I filmed, but I've already loaded in like all the footage up until now, and it's 40 minutes worth of footage. Like, for why? I have no idea. Did I even go on a walk this week? I feel like no. I don't know, but I'm gonna go to bed. Next week, the show opens. I feel like I haven't gotten a lot of clips, but I also feel like a lot of people haven't been like, I'll be in the vlog. So that makes it difficult when people haven't been like, I'll be in your vlog. Like, I could just go up to them, I suppose. I don't know, but the show opens next week, so it'll be wild. And that means I need to get as much sleep as I can before that. So I'm gonna go to bed. And I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye!